group.
He's going backwards as fast as he came forward there a few minutes ago.
Yeah, Kyle's hung out in the middle. On the high side,
time.
Vickers and
1 to
Kane.
the 98. 1 to the 98. 5 to go this time.
See, Allgaier really having a tough time off of 4 now, holding his car down. He's going to have to be careful, or he'll open that spot up and then lose that, or somebody will get a nose under him and into him.
That was Allgaier's radio you heard. Speaking of Justin, there have been 3 men who have gotten their first Nationwide Series win here at Daytona. Dale Earnhardt back in '82 at the initial race, Chad Little in '95, and that guy in the front right now, Tony Stewart, back in '05. Stephen Wallace, he's got his hands full right now. That car's been through the war. Michael Annett with him there. Meanwhile, back up front, Tony Stewart, and the freight train continues to roll.
Yeah, and Harvick's still trying to just make something happen, trying to get himself in a position that somebody can help him get to the front.
On board with Harvick. He can see it, he just can't get to it.
Yeah, and the problem is part of his damage there on the front is probably hurting his car some.
98's with you.
4 laps to go here at Daytona in what has been a thrilling nationwide race to back up the 2 duels, which were oh so close. Could we have another photo finish at the stripe today? We're about to find out.
Look at Brad Keselowski drive that car, jumping around up into the 4th spot now.
Joey Logano side by side with the 33 of Harvick. Boy, the front 4 cars now. Keselowski trying to get into that mix with the 98.
Don't let him shuffle you. Don't let him shuffle you.
Keselowski's trying to figure which way he wants to go.
He just got
That's the
shuffled.
wrong way.
Yeah, that's going to cost him. He's drifting up. Look out. Harvick's on the outside of him. He ducks down. But it cost him a couple of spots, and it's going to cost him even more.
You can see Carl Edwards is getting a bump from behind by Brian Vickers, trying to keep his car straight.
Keselowski's never finished in the top 10 in the February race here at Daytona. He's going to have to get back on his horse to get back into the top 10 now.
Harvick's in the 5th spot now. He's just waiting for an opening.
See Menard drop back there a little. I think he's getting back there trying to get a little bit of help from that 20 car of Joey Logano. See if they can make a run on Allgaier here.
No driver has come from 43rd to win the race. You saw it there. Paul Menard in 3rd right now. Could make some history today if he can pull it off. There's your top 6.
He's struggling. There comes Logano to
He's
the inside.
loose. Man, you could see his hands hacks on. Joey Logano's going to go underneath him. They're going to go side by side. It's going to allow those first 2 to pull away.
Which will be good for Tony Stewart because it's going to be hard for one guy to make a pass without some help for sure, as strong as Tony's car is.
2 laps remaining.
Still
Whoa, look out. Logano gets loose. 3 wide coming through the corner.
Here comes Kyle Busch
Now
back in the mix
4
again.
wide.
Woo! Keselowski says, excuse me, pardon me, playing through, and he makes the pass, and Logano goes backwards. Down the backstretch, look at Carl Edwards trying to get into this mix as well. He finds himself in that 3rd position, and now these 3 cars, they could pull away from these guys.
Well, they got 1 lap coming up here, coming to the white flag.
Who wins this race? White flag is out here at Daytona.
White flag here.
2.5 miles.
Will Justin Allgaier pull out, and will Carl Edwards go with him?
Does Tony Stewart win for the 5th time in 6 years? Does Justin Allgaier get his first ever Nationwide Series win? And does Carl win for the first time here at Daytona?
Yeah, you can see Carl back up, trying to get Paul Menard to give him a push here. He's going to try to go to the outside of Justin Allgaier.
Somebody's got to get up there to give him some help because Tony's trying to pull away.
Allgaier makes the block on Carl Edwards. He's trying to get that push to go by Tony Stewart.
They have the momentum.
Allgaier's got the run on the high side. Does he get any help? Not right now. Now he's going to look low.
Here comes
Meanwhile,
Carl.
going to crash. Kyle Busch, the 22 of Keselowski. While they spin, coming down the front straightaway, it's going to be all Tony Stewart.
And the checker flag is waving.
Kevin Harvick trying to duck underneath. Who gets 2nd behind Stewart? It is Edwards. Harvick 3rd. Allgaier 4th. Woo, what a finish.
Oh, my gosh.
And now the caution's out.
Again, great job, Butch. Great job, guys. Proud of you. This thing was bad fast.
Tony Stewart's 15th Daytona win. It ranks 3rd all-time behind Dale Earnhardt's 34, Bobby Allison's 16, and he's tied with Cale Yarborough.
The guy's just so good. You give him anything close to a decent race car, and his talent
unbelievable.
shines.
And Harvick comes back for a 3rd place finish.
Yeah, what a move he made down to the inside on that last lap. Almost got to 2nd.
All right, let's go back and show you what happened. And it looks like there's going to be some discussion in pit road again.
We can talk about what might have happened, but they obviously disagree with that.
Well, there's parts and pieces all over that backstretch.
To take it from now to the time the truck race is going to start to get this place cleaned up for them.
All right, let's take another look at it. Watch the 18, the 22.
Well, Kyle's loose there.
Yeah, he gets loose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keselowski didn't do anything there.
Oh, I think he thinks maybe Brad gave him some help, and he didn't.
Coming to the checkered flag.
And here was the race coming out of 4 for the group up front. Look, watch Harvick.
See, Harvick down all the way to the inside right here. Justin Allgaier was trying to figure out who to block, but he just didn't have the car wide enough to do all that. Harvick almost gets to 2nd.
And for the 2nd year in a row, Carl Edwards finishes 2nd. I guarantee he says it's like kissing your sister. Let's check in with Doc.
Now with Butch Helton, the crew chief for Tony Stewart. What is it about you and Stewart? The magic is back.
Well, I think it's more about KHI and how strong their cars are. The men and women that work there, they just build incredible race cars. Earnhardt Childress Racing engines, you can't say enough about them. How about that driver? He is the man. And Bob Jeffrey spotting for us up there. Bob talked him through the last 15 laps, keeping the runs off of him. And what a great day. It was awesome for Oreo, Ritz Crackers. Really appreciate all their support.
Now, does Tony have you come sit in the pits tomorrow to keep that luck going?
No, I think Darian's got it figured out.
All right, head to victory lane. Congratulations.
Appreciate that, Jerry.
Jamie.
And Carl Edwards just crawled out of his race car. What a day. I know everybody wants to talk to you real quick, Carl. First of all, let's think back a little bit in the race. 12-car pileup, and you were one of the first ones involved. What happened there?
Well, I was trying to tuck back into line with Brad. And I think if you look real close, I haven't seen a replay, but I think at the last second, you know, when I was tucking in, he just moved over just enough. And once we got hooked, I did everything I could to get off of him. I'm glad everybody's all right there. That's not what we wanted to be part of, but I'm really proud of my guys. Fastenal, Copart, Ford. I mean, 2nd place, it's not a win, but it's a great start for our season. So I had a lot of fun out there today. I'm excited about the 500 tomorrow.
It was an exciting race for Carl Edwards. Let's go over to Vince Welch.
I'll give you an indication of what kind of day it was for Kevin Harvick. When he stepped out of the car, he brushed grass off his driver's suit. That was some kind of incident and some kind of recovery by your team. You had significant damage on your car.
Everybody on this Jimmy John Chevrolet did a great job. What a couple cars they prepared over the winter. We work hard on our Speedway stuff, and to see the 4 in victory lane and this car tore up and come back to finish 3rd says a lot about the character of the race team. So I'm excited. It's been a long time since I slid that far and didn't just destroy something. So other than some minor damage, was a good day. So just got to thank all the fans and coming out to watch today, and good day.
It's amazing. We were listening on the radio during the red, and you were still confident your team could win the race, that you had a car that could win despite all the damage. What gave you that confidence from earlier?
I just knew we had a really fast car, and the car handled flawlessly all day. And, you know, I figured, I didn't know how bad it was tore up, actually, but I figured we had a good enough car to get back up there. The packs just weren't that big there at the end, and there was no outside line, so you kind of had to push and shove to get back to the bottom.
Great day for KHI.
It certainly is. And the 6th restrictor plate nationwide series victory for Tony Stewart ties him with Dale Earnhardt and Dale Earnhardt Jr. for the most all time. They've got that program figured out.
Yeah, I'll say they do.
Well, it has been one exciting day. And it's almost time for our Hellman's Victory Circle as Tony is unbuckling and getting ready to climb out of the cockpit of that winning number 4 Chevrolet. And here he comes. Dave Burns, it's all yours.
And for Tony Stewart, the emotion of Daytona is all his once again. Thanking his mostly Stewart Haas race crew
But are you surprised to be here based on everything that was put together for you here this weekend?
Not because of, I'll be honest, no, and that's because of the equipment I was given.